Hello and welcome to my very first yoga flow on this YouTube channel. I'm really excited to share this flow with you guys. It is a nice flow for beginners. So what you'll need is 2 blocks and a blanket. If you don't have any of those items, it's definitely okay. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So let's get started. So bring yourself to a comfortable seat. You can sit on a blanket, which I'm doing if it is a little more comfortable for you. And we're just gonna get present here. So really tune into yourself. Really use your breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth, sigh. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Really letting go of anything that's not serving you in this current moment. Really set an intention here, and you might ask yourself, what is an intention? So just think of something that you really want in your life that you need more of. So if you need more patience, if you need to be more grounded, really think of something that you need in your life. And to set that intention, we're going to take a nice inhale through the nose and big sigh out through the mouth. So now let's move into some breath work. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to put your index finger and your middle finger right on your third eye, which is right in between your brow. And then you're going to take your thumb and you're going to take your ring finger and possibly your pinky, and we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your right nostril, plugging your left nostril with your ring finger and your pinky. Then you're going to hold, cover the right nostril with your thumb, and switch over to the left nostril to exhale. So it's just really going to balance out the left and the right hemisphere of your brain, and it also helps with congestion. So inhale through the right nostril, hold, switch over to the left nostril and exhale. Inhale through the left nostril, hold, switch over to the right nostril and exhale. And now you're going to do this at your own pace, really tuning into your ocean breath. Take a moment here. Notice how your breathing feels, how your nostrils feel, if you feel any difference. When you feel like you've had enough, inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up at the sky, exhale the arms back down to the ground. One more time, inhale the arms up overhead for sunrise, exhale the arms back down for sunset. Repeat the arms up, sunrise, and the arms down, sunset, using your own breath. Next time you bring your arms up, you're going to be twisting over to the right, bringing your right hand behind you and your left hand on top of your right thigh. So make sure you're twisting from your torso. Take some nice cleansing breaths in through the nose and exhale it all out with a nice sigh. Inhale, come back to center with your arms up overhead. Exhale your left hand behind you and the right one on top of your left thigh. Inhale here and exhale. Next time you inhale, try to straighten the back a little bit more. And exhale, try to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale your arms up overhead and place them down on your thighs for some grounding. Now we're gonna come into tabletop position so you can move the blanket out of your way and make sure that your knees are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. Inhale for cow pose, arch the back. Exhale, round the back for cat pose. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Now move with your own breath here. Now come to a neutral tabletop, and one of my favorite things is just moving how my body wants to move. So I'm just moving my hips around in circles, really giving a nice stretch. So you can move around in circles, move side to side, whatever your body needs at this moment. When you feel like you've had enough, place your left hand in the middle of the mat. Bring your right hand up to the sky. Place your right arm through the left arm and have your shoulder and the side of the right side of your face to the mat. And you can have your left arm bent, or if it's in your practice, you can take a bind, bringing your left hand up and around, putting your hand in your hip crease. Breathe here. Inhale first, unwind your arm if you took a bind, then come all the way up for a counter stretch. So bring your right arm up to the sky and place it where your left hand was, and do the same on the other side. So your left hand goes up and threads the needle on the other side. Inhale, push yourself back up. Have your knees wide and your big toes touch, and send your hips back for Balasana, child's pose. So you can have your arms straight out in front of you, tented, or you can have them by your sides for a more relaxing stretch. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, tuck the toes, push your hips back for downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog, so you can have your knees bent or you can walk the dog, whatever feels comfortable in your body. And just take a few breaths here. So we're gonna be a little more active. So inhale your right leg up and bring your knee to your nose. Exhale your leg back. Inhale your knee to your left elbow. Exhale back. Inhale to the right elbow and exhale back. Drop that foot. Let's do the same on the other side. So lift the left foot, knee to nose, knee to left elbow, knee to right elbow. Then push yourself back into downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Gather your breath. Bring your gaze forward, bend your knees. You can hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. When you get to the top, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up, arms up overhead for Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms come to prayer, and take a moment here. You can close your eyes or come to a soft gaze in front of you. Really remember that intention you set at the beginning of class. Inhale your arms up overhead, gentle back bend here. Exhale, fold forward. You can have your knees bent or straight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Make sure your feet are in different swim lanes. Bend that right knee. Make sure to really engage your core and have a great foundation before you rise up with your arms up overhead for a high lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Turn your back foot to a 45-degree angle for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 pose. Make sure that your hips are pointing straight like headlights. Exhale, hands come down, framing that front foot. Turn your back foot to face the front, and we're gonna go through a vinyasa flow. Come to a top of a push-up. Bend your arms for chaturanga. Option to have knees up or down. Inhale for up dog or cobra, and exhale for downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in downward facing dog. Have your gaze forward, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step the right foot back this time. Bend that left knee and come all the way up. Use your core and have your arms overhead for high lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Turn that back foot to 45 degrees for Virabhadrasana 1, making sure your hip points are facing forward. Exhale, frame that front foot, and we're going through another vinyasa flow. So plank pose to chaturanga, inhale up dog, and exhale for down dog. Take some nice cleansing breaths here. Look forward, gaze at the top of your mat, bend your knees and hop, step, or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift when you arrive. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Make sure your toes are facing the opposite direction and the arch of your foot is lined up to the front heel of your foot. Bend that front knee and have your arms out to a T so your torso is facing the left side and your gaze is looking at your middle finger in front of you. This is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, flip the front palm. Have your back arm trace your back leg and swoop your arm up above you for reverse warrior. Making sure your shoulders don't creep up to your ears. Inhale. Exhale, come back to Warrior 2. Bend your right arm, placing it on your right thigh. Swoop your left arm over, peeling back that left shoulder for extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, back to Warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down to frame that right foot. Turn your back foot to face the same way as your right foot for a runner's lunge. You can place blocks underneath your hands to bring the floor up to you. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the right foot. Bend your knees, engage your core, sit the hips back for chair pose, Utkatasana. Have your arms up in front of you or above your head. Inhale, come to standing for Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment here, close your eyes, remember your intention, hands come to heart, and really connect to your breath here. Inhale, arms up overhead, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold through the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, making sure the toes are facing the opposite direction of your front foot. Your arch is in line with your back heel. Bend that left knee. Engage your core, have your arms out to a T, and have your gaze stare at your left middle finger for Virabhadrasana 2. Flip that front palm, have your right hand trace the back of your leg, swoop it on up for Reverse Warrior. Inhale, exhale, bend the left arm to the left knee, swoop up the right arm, peeling that right shoulder back for extended side angle. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel your hands back up to Warrior 2. Frame that front foot, turn the back toes to face the front of the mat for Runner's Lunge. Inhale, exhale, bring your right foot to meet the left foot, bend your knees, sit the hips back, arms up for Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, come all the way up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment. Find your breath here. Hands come to heart center in prayer. Thank yourself for doing such a great job, for being strong, for being stable. Inhale and exhale. Let's try tree pose. Inhale, lift the left foot so the heel of your left foot is on your ankle, so you can stay where you are, or maybe externally rotate your hip and lift your foot. Your foot can either be on your shins or your thigh. Just don't place it on your knee. Really press your foot into your thigh and your thigh into your foot, and gaze at something in front of you that's not moving so you can really concentrate on your balance. If you fall, it's okay. We get another chance to do this on the other side. So drop that foot and shake it out. Let's do the other side. So lift the left foot now, externally rotate that hip. You can have your foot on your ankle, on your shin, or help it up to your thigh. Good job. Now bring that foot back down and shake it out. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, come to heart center. Spread your feet wide and turn them to 45-degree angle. We're going to come into Malasana. So bend your knees and come into a squat position. And take your elbows, pressing on the inside of your legs, having your hands into prayer. So like we did with tree pose, Have your thighs press into your elbows and your elbows into your thighs. And if you need a little support here, take your block and put it right under your seat. Or maybe on your next inhale, you lift up and hold. Slowly bring your seat to the mat, scoot back so you're in the middle of your mat, and lay on your back. Bring your knees into your chest, giving them a nice hug, and rock side to side, giving your lower back a nice massage. When you feel satisfied, bring your feet down to the mat. And let's prepare for bridge pose. So have your palm of your hands facing down on the mat. Press your feet down like you're pushing the mat away and lift your hips up to a bridge pose. You can stay like this, or maybe your palms come together and interlace, having your shoulder blades come closer towards each other. Inhale here. And exhale, lower back down. Bring your knees back to your chest, rocking back and forth, giving another massage. So you can stay here, or maybe if it's in your practice or if you wanted to try something new, just listen to your body. We're going to be doing shoulder stands. Press your upper arms into the floor to lift your feet and legs off of the floor, drawing your front thighs towards your chest. Bend your elbows and place your hands onto your lower back. Squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades together. Reach up towards the ceiling with your feet and extend your torso upwards. To come back down, slowly bend your knees, slide down, drop your hands, and place your feet to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest. Open your legs for happy baby, and you can grab your ankles, your shins, or maybe even the inside of your feet, and rock side to side. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself one last hug. Nice big squeeze. And then extend your legs and your arms out to the side, palms facing up for receiving, for Shavasana, the final resting pose. Start to deepen your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Thank yourself for showing up today, for choosing yourself. I'll call you back when the time is right. Start to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. And take a nice big inhale. Stretch your arms overhead and your legs like someone's pulling you from each direction. Bring your knees into your chest and roll over to your favorite side, using your arm underneath your head as a pillow. bringing your heart closer to the earth. When you feel ready, use your arm to push you up into an easy seat, having your eyes still closed. Take a nice inhale here and exhale. Inhale your arms up overhead and exhale your hands to heart center in prayer, remembering that intention that you set in the beginning of class, bowing down to honor it. The light in me sees the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your space, your time to practice with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back here in future videos. Namaste.